Like all the cultural references are French and stuff like that.
Hmm.
So they're all smoking those thin cigarettes and eating baguettes and saying, "Oh, ho, ho, ho."
Oh, those guys.
Yeah, but they don't do any of that. That's regardless. That's going to be a while. Oblivion's not going to be done anytime soon.
Well, you were saying, when was it, last night, that it was shorter than you thought it was going to be.
Well, I do think it's shorter than Skyrim, but the nice thing is if I start getting tired of Oblivion for whatever reason, I can just like power through the main story missions and finish that part and just be like, all right, I'm done. I don't need to do all those side quests.
Well, and it's one of those games that you can always stop and come back to later if you need to.
Oh yeah, I did that with Skyrim.
Yeah.
But I'm not burned out on it yet.
Okay. That one's done on the top.
Hey,
Oh, were you doing that?
yeah, get out of here.
Sorry. Okay. I can go elsewhere. There's
Okay,
plenty to do.
there is. All right, see you later, Adam. Yeah, I'm doing that tomorrow, so I feel you. Left me again, chat.
She sounds a bit fickle.
Yeah, she can't make up her mind. That's the way to make your partner come back. Make up your mind already. Come or go.
You remember I told you about that humongous piece of furniture that I got for my quilts to be displayed
Yes.
in?
Yes.
Thing is full to overflowing, and I've still got more quilts.
Look at the stream. Look at how surprised my face is.
Yeah.
Not surprised. I grew up with you.
I have more than I thought I did. And I haven't even found them all yet.
I could have told you that.
Yeah, I know. I need to quit doing it. I really do.
But I mean, if it brings you enjoyment, who cares?
Well, I can find other things that bring me just as much enjoyment that are probably more productive. I mean, there's only so many quilts you can put on a bed or hang on your walls or
Challenge
anything like that.
accepted. Okay. Okay, so this one is done.
I asked your sister-in-law, I said, what are you going to do with all these quilts when I die? And she said, you get a quilt, and you get a quilt, and you get a quilt. Just giving them away like Oprah. Of course, you're going to get half of them. So you better start thinking about what you're going to do with them.
Right.
Great. That's just great.
I'm gonna keep most of them. Happy's always complaining about being cold.
Hmm. Well, next time you come to visit, just have to send a quilt or two back with you.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
You'll just have to twist my arm, I guess.
Of course, that only works if you drive this far.
That's true.
Flying, you may not have room for it.
I always just throw it in a box.
True. Okay, that's done.
Also, just FYI, I'm leaving the gnome for you.
Oh, thank you. I'll get right on it as soon as I finish this thing.
Okay. And I guess I'll do the aggro crag.
Okay.
I don't know if you remember that show or not.
No. I guess I do.
Okay. This purple mountain thing,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
the aggro crag.
Okay.
So I'll do that one if you want to work on the gnome next.
Okay.
Yeah, there was a show on, God, was it Nickelodeon? I don't know if it was Nickelodeon or not, but it was essentially like a young teenager version of American Gladiators,
Oh, yeah.
where like the last competition was climbing the aggro crag, which was this giant mountain, and
I remember something about that. Yeah.
yeah, and you would climb to the top and hit this button, and then the winner would get a piece of the aggro crag, and that was their trophy.
Hmm.
And if you're from my age group, you're like, oh yeah, the aggro crag, dope. That thing was so cool. Everybody wanted a piece of that.
And everybody else is going, nerd.
Essentially. I don't care. That show was so cool. I don't remember the name of that show. Oh, I remember the name of the show. The show was called Guts.
Hmm. Okay, this one's done. On to the gnome. Man of 1,000 faces. You have 1,000 aspects, all of them facing inwards. Come outside sometime, you might enjoy yourself and see what I've made. Hmm. By the way, it seems that all of these are made by the same sculptor.
How can you tell?
Well, these little descriptors has the,
Oh,
I guess
Darcy.
that's the
Darcy to
Darcy.
Arcy.
Darcy.
Yeah, same thing over here.
I assume that's the name of the sculptor. Could
That
be
would
the
make
name of
sense.
a poet or something, but pretty bad poetry if it is.
Excuse me.
Your footsteps are very loud.
Deal with it. I assume you mean in-game.
Yes.
So I'm like, I'm not walking. What are you hearing? And we're over halfway done.
Cool. This one isn't as hard as I expected it to be.
Yeah, same. I thought this was going to take a lot longer. I think it's not necessarily that it was big, but it had like intricate pieces is the thing.
Yeah.
That section is done. The outside of this is dirty too. Okay. Well, forget every time you move a ladder, it makes me stand up.
Oh, sorry about that.
If I'm crouching. No, it's not. It's fine. Just all of a sudden, my dude stood up, and I was all like, "What the heck?" But I heard your ladder move, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I forgot that was a thing." I'm surprised they never fixed that.
You'd think they would. That'd be so simple to fix, I would guess.
You'd think so.
I'd have to take a short rest.
Yeah, go for it.
My arm is feeling the pressure.
No problem. That wasn't a very long rest.
No, well, at some point it really isn't going to help any anyway. Let's just say I'm glad this is the last one.
That's fair.
Did I tell you the doctor told me I had golfer's elbow?
Yes. Well, I guess there goes your handicap, huh?
I guess. Maybe that's what my handicap is. Yeah, he said if you have pain on the inner side of your elbow, if you hold your hand out palm up, if the side next to your body hurts, it's golfer's elbow. If the side away from your body hurts, it's tennis elbow.
Huh. Interesting. Would never have
Whoop.
guessed.
Well, I had never heard that before. So it surprised me, but
Well, I knew there were two different versions, and I knew there had to be something different about the two, so just never knew it was that thing that differentiated it, like which side of your arm it was affecting.
yeah.
It's just the interior or the exterior.
But I mentioned it to the physical therapist, and they said, "Yep, that's what it is."
All right.
Okay.
Fair enough, I guess.
I guess the doctor knows what he's talking about.
Weird, huh?
Yeah,
Like he
strange.
went to school for it or something. Who would have thought? Doctors thinking they know everything. Get at you.
I know. Doctor told me I needed to get updated on all my shots.
What?
So I talked to my pharmacist back in Arkansas. I called them and I said, "Can you tell me what vaccines you gave me and when?" So they gave me all the information. Turns out I only needed 2 to be up to date. So I got those yesterday, both.
Did you get your flea and tick stuff up, re-upped?
Yeah, my tea and flick stuff.
Is that what I said?
No.
Okay. I was like, wait, did I say that? I wouldn't put it past me.
That's what your dad used to refer to it as. Tea and flick. Now I had to get an RSV shot,
I don't know what that means.
respiratory
Oh, okay.
syncytial virus or something like that.
Respiratory virus,
And
gotcha.
yeah, and then my pneumococcal shot, which is a lung infection shot.
Well, I guess that kind of makes sense because you do hear about like older people getting pneumonia easier than younger folks. So
Yeah,
you want to make sure that all the respiratory stuff that you can prevent is up to date and all that good stuff.
yeah,
So let's not add to it, right?
right. But luckily, everything else was up to date. I'd had my shingles shots, my COVID, my flu, all of that kind of stuff.
Yeah, we get our flu and COVID booster every year now.
Yeah, me too. Usually in October.
I forget when we do it, but our fucking what do you call it? Our pharmacy notifies us and says, "Hey, come in and get it."
Do you get yours for free?
Yes? Question mark? I think so. Well, it's because my
Yeah.
my insurance company and my pharmacy are owned by the same company. So
Oh, that helps.
yeah,
Yeah, I get mine free through Medicare, so.
yeah, it's nice because like your insurance company and your pharmacy are both like, all right, look, I don't want to spend money on you, so come in and do this now because that reduces the chance I'm gonna have to spend money on you later.
Exactly.
And I'm like, okay, whatever.
I think the gnome, well, most of the gnome is done. There's a few spots I'm going to have to find.
Yeah, there's probably some crevices and stuff you're gonna have to get into.
Gross gnome crevices.
Yeah, gotta get up in there. I told my doctor about dad's situation,
Uh huh.
and I was like, "When are you gonna have to get up in there?" And he's like, probably when you're 45." I was like,
Well, that gives you a little leeway.
"Okay." He's like, "I'm not all that concerned about it because that happened later in life, so
Yeah, and I
it's
don't
it's
think it's
unlikely to."
necessarily a genetic thing either.
Yeah, it's more like it's something we need to keep an eye on, but it's not because it happened so late in his life. It's unlikely that you're gonna get it like early in yours. So we'll
Yeah.
just keep you on the standard schedule as long as you're not having any issues. I was like, not that I'm aware of.
Well, it's not exactly a fun thing, but it's not the it's not the procedure that's the hard part.
Yeah.
All right, there's something on his face. It's his beard. Still something
How
on his
very
face.
astute of you. There's something on his face. It's his beard.
Yeah, probably those couple of spots behind the ladder.
Oh yeah, moving the ladder is always a pain. You should be able to move it. Oh, here. Oh no, he's got some stuff, Mom.
Yeah?
He's got some stuff on his left eye and left mustache.
Okay.
I can see it from here. It's like in his tear duct of his left eye. And then down about a foot. There you go.
I still got something somewhere.
Yeah, there's still in his tear duct of his left eye. So like in the other corner. In the inside corner next to his nose.
Oh, well, let me get back up there. I think I saw it on my way down.
Do you know where the tear duct is, Mom?
I'm well aware of where the tear duct is, yes. Move the ladder.
He's got eye boogers. So I'll say that.
That's the technical term.
Yes.
Keep hitting the wrong thing. Come on, over here. Over here. Right there. Back up a little.
You back up more?
Back up a little.
Back up more? There you go.
There we go.
You were standing... If you looked at the ground, technically your feet were still standing in the ladder where it wanted to put it.
Ah. Okay, face, beard, hat. There's a spot.
Got his buckle.
Legs are okay.
Mom's aiming at the guy's
Belt.
crotch.
Yeah. Boots. Someplace on his boot. It's probably a low spot.
Yeah, probably like under the heel or something if one of his feet is up. No, his feet aren't up. Weird. Not a whole lot left on him, is there?
I think that's it.
His hair on the back of his head. It's his ear.
Ear.
Didn't even know that was a problem. What's this oil over this thing? What the hell is this?
Of course, now I get the proximity thing.
Yep. You're welcome.
All right, I am not seeing it. Let's see. Use the tab. Be easier to see if the aggro crag was done.
Sorry.
There we go. Got it. I think that's all of the gnome. Now let me
Mom
check
dropping hints, man. It'd be so much easier if you were faster at your job.
That one.
Oh, that's true. That's coming up soon.
Mm-hmm. I get you some water.
I've got some.
You have enough?
Yeah. Thank you, though. Or as Cappy heard it, I don't need your help. Yeah. This is why you keep
Yeah,
leaving. Yeah. No thanks. I already have water, but I appreciate the offer. And she hears, I don't need your help. Get away from me. I'm like, that's totally not what I said.
I said it.
It's how I, God damn it. She's right.
Okay, I think the gnome is done.
Awesome. There's one more sculpture over here. It's the gyroscope thing.
Okay. I'm doing some floor work here for a few seconds.
Yay. Okay. Um,
Okay, that's done. All right. Where's the gyroscope?
other side of the aggro crag.
Okay, gotcha. The Eye of Poor Us. Was the Eye of Horus ever for us, poor us, porous? Our vision of the holy is holy. Gaps in our perception prevent the manifestation of the vision. Say
Okay.
what?
All right. Whatever you say, buddy. The bearded figure in the corner is my father. Eyes closed in disappointment, arms tucked behind his back, aloof and superior. And that checks out. He was very sensitive about his poorly defined eyebrows. Hence
You
his
can get that
large
fixed, you know.
hence his large pointed hat as a distraction device.
Sure he's not talking about the gnome?
exactly who they're talking about. Yeah.
Oh.
She's describing her artwork and what it represents. So the gnome is representative of her father. Interesting.
You remember David the Gnome?
I do. Did you know that the show David the Gnome only had 9 episodes?
Really?
Yes.
They just played it over and over again.
Yep. And in the United States, David the Gnome never showed its final episode.
Huh.
Do you want to know why David the Gnome never showed its final episode in the United States?
Yeah.
Because in the final episode, David and his wife both die.
Really?
Yes.
That is weird.
Yep. Because the gnomes in the lore of the universe, the gnomes only live so long. So they essentially they die of old age, but like they do die in the show. I forget what it is. I think they turn to stone or something, but
Well, that's unfortunate.
yeah. There's like a whole scene where they talk to the fox and they explain that they're going away for good. And I'm like, this is like this is really dark for a children's show in the United States, but it wasn't
Yeah.
from the United States. It was like from Finland or something. I forget.
The Finns are kind of a dark people as a whole.
Generally, yeah. kind of like that.
I'll have to go on YouTube and see if I can find that episode. Got me curious now. Oh, we used to watch it all the time. I just never realized that it was being repeated.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, it's a children's TV show, right? And back then, children's TV shows got repeated all the time. So you're like, "Oh, it's the
Yeah.
same episode again." Okay, well
Oh, I've seen this one. Yeah.
that's children's TV for you. They just do that. But yeah, there's only like 8 or 9 episodes or something. It's a surprisingly small amount.
I imagine a lot of children's shows like that had limited seasons.
Oh yeah, they don't run
We
nearly
just
as
didn't realize it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like I think the Ninja Turtles cartoon that I grew up watching only had like 3 seasons. And I was like, man, it sure seemed like it went on forever.
It's kind of like the original series of Star Trek was so limited, and yet had such a big impact.
Oh yeah, for sure. And then I didn't even realize, like, even in the original series of Star Trek, even some of the cast didn't come back for the final season. Like, the guy who played Chekhov, he didn't come back for the final season. Because he was like, I could tell it was going downhill and it was going to end. So I was all like, hey, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to do, like, stage plays and stuff. But then when they started making movies, he's like, you know what? I think I'm going to come back for this.
Yeah. Probably the money.
Well, yeah. Well, he didn't hate
Jump. Jump.
He didn't hate Star Trek. He was just like, you know, I could tell it wasn't going to go past this season. This was going to be the last one. So he was like, I'm going to go ahead and jump ship now so that I can get a start on the next step in my career. Because back when it was on TV, people didn't think it was going to become this huge phenomenon.
No. Well, it was produced by Desilu Studios.
Yep. It's one of the only reasons it actually got on TV was because
Yeah.
of Lucy. Because they didn't. That's how they got a second pilot episode. Because they filmed the first pilot episode and showed it to CBS, I guess.
Probably.
And CBS was like, nah, we don't want this.
We'll pass.
Yeah, and then Lucy was all like, I will fund another pilot episode because I think this is good enough. And then she funded it. And then they were like, you know what? We'll give it a shot. It's so weird when you like look into the details about that kind of stuff and you realize how close Star Trek came to just not existing.
Yeah.
Like 2 or 3 times.
All right. Well, I think there's one of these sections that has something on it. It's probably inside. Ah, here it is underneath.
Ah, fart. There we go.
All right. Keep moving. Ah, there it is. I fell off.
Oh, I've done that 3 or 4 times on this thing.
All right, that one's complete. 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 All right, I think this one's done.
I guess it'd go back to working on the floor, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm getting kind of close on this, but I've got like... It's going to take me a few minutes because there's a lot of oil up here that just takes a while to get off. Gross. Okay. Come over here.
Okay, this one's done. Gotta do this railing though.
Okay, I think that's it for the aggro crag. Yeah, block sculpture is done. Crystal sculpture. What is the crystal sculpture?
It's the blue one, I think.
Crystal sculpture still has stuff wrong with it. That's fixed. Oh, I see. What an awkward place to have to clean. Okay. I totally understand why Mom didn't get that. Okay. Crystal sculpture lights and set. Okay. Oh. Yeah, that'll do it. Okay. Center floor. Large platform bench. Large platform handrail.
I'm working on the bench right now.
Small platform handrail. That's this one.
Okay, the bench is done.
Handrail is done. Tunnel sculpture floors. What is the tunnel sculpture? Oh, it's this thing. Okay. Okay, got that. What else do we have?
A section of floor, I think.
And there's one piece of the crystal sculpture that says it's still missing. So I'm going to go look at that. What? Oh. Jesus. Where is there scaffolding?
No, but there's ladders.
Found a... Oh, geez.
Oh, totally missed that.
All right, I'm going to come down here and help you with the floor. Hey,
Ta-da!
let's go.
Rinse you off.
Well, that's all of it, Mom. That is all of the Muckingham maps.
Well, next time it'll have to be 2.
2? What do you
The
mean
new
2?
game. The new game.
Oh, I don't think it's out yet.
Well, I know, but I'm just saying. Next time we play this, it'll be the new game.
Oh, I understand. Next time we do Powerwash Simulator, it will be Powerwash Simulator 2. I got you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I was confused.
Okay.
All right. Well, thanks for playing with me, Mom.
Well, thanks for having me. This has been a lot of fun.
Heck yeah, dude.